let's just make sure this skip through. Alright, good. Alright, I think I've got everything up and running. So I'm probably going to just sit around here and tweak settings every now and then, go into a match, see how it works. Hopefully there will be enough people here that I can get feedback from, but we'll just see how it goes. I'm kind of running a stock setup on the mic right now, although I've just got NVIDIA Broadcast for filtering. Probably should work on getting a few more on here. It would be nice if my headphone wasn't starting to have issues as well, but we'll get to that later. Where should I start? It's been a bit for me to do some of these. I think I just toggled a couple settings. How does it sound right now? I'll give this guy a run for starting out. One of my favorites around this tier. This is kind of the interesting part about being in the North America server at this time of night. You tend to only get tiny matches within the same tier around here.
This will be a walk in the park.
Start for this will be probably just going over to this side of the map because, well, I'll have a decent time on most of these vehicles and we can just keep away when necessary. I'm also going to have to pay attention how close I have the mic to myself because I know that's been a big factor in the past. Watch that guy as well. Are they really all going down that way? Another thing about these servers, their tactics always just get weird when there's so few people. It's close enough to get spotted now, but at least we're better placed. had a narrow shot to fire at him, but I kind of missed it. Looks like he's coming back up this way though, so we'll just see if he gets spotted again. All the interesting activities moved on over there, so it's probably safe now. Yep, actually a very good idea now to shove forward. Because we know someone's been in this area. We don't know where the other echelon will come to. And clearly these two are going to try and push up. Oh, cool. Here's someone. They sure don't exist anymore. At least we're leading this map with some damage. Oh, plenty of damage.
Track hit.
Starting off with a win is a good start. All right, 20,000 credits. 4th on the team, not bad. Now it is probably a good time to start playing with the audio. I don't think I can put a delay in my audio monitor. Is there any... Hello. It's like if there was one issue someone had with the mic audio right now, what would it be? One of the easiest options I think I have is lowering the lower end of the audio spectrum. So I'll see about giving that a shot. I also can try a upward compressor. Well, luckily I won the last match, so I'm not restricted to arty this time. What should I bring out this time? Let's get that out of the way. Honestly, seeing how the last one went, this one might not be a bad idea. Might also not hurt to like figure out the stream latency, because if I do ask this kind of stuff, I do want to give people time to respond. Also, let me know if you hear any like keyboard clicking, because I know I need to get that reduced as well. Okay, looks like the stream latency is only a couple seconds, so that works pretty good actually. Oh, looks like my YouTube studio actually has a much better feedback setup, so I'll probably just use that now. Mute this output. They're having a hard time finding us someone to go up against. So let's see. If I turn off the compressor on the audio, it now changes to be that. And if I turn off the free band equalizer, it now... I don't know. Does it sound different? We'll find out eventually. I'll probably come back and watch this again later as well. And then the upward compressor changes it to this. And turning it back on does that. Ew, that upward compressor, I'll probably keep that off. Let's try turning the free band equalizer back on, and then maybe let's try... Yeah, let's just stick to that for now. Alright, we're heavy, so we go to the heavy area. Yes, I've got a lot of premium ammo because I have the credits to burn for it. So... might as well use it in this setup because we're fighting bigger opponents anyways. The Tiger, as long as they don't angle, will be okay. These two will definitely have to aim for lower plates. Driving up this way is probably Let's stick back and be ready to fire. There we go. Fall back for a moment, reload. Make sure they can't easily hit us. Now let's try and zoom out a bit. Cool, he's giving us a slower plate. Goodbye. We've now taken a gun out of the enemy team, so we're probably going to have a better shot now. That was one of the bigger ones, and it was going to be a real problem later on anyways. Oh, that's where he is. So we can overmatch the upper plate. Nope, we missed. I thought he was going to be a bit closer, otherwise I probably would have aimed differently. Nope. And now we've lost 2 of our allies. That's not good.
Start withdrawal. Moving in to support you.
Nope. Let's actually pay attention.
We can't turn it.
Okay, we're going to need to back up so they don't try and shoot at us. Just like that. So they haven't actually started driving up to us yet. Oh.
Target acquired.
Alright, that works. Oh, that doesn't.
Bailout. This vehicle has had it.
2651 damage. Not bad. It seems that they're losing, but we'll find out. Wait, why did the Tiger 1 go down here? That's generally one of the worst places to go on this map in a heavy. Alright. Where's the 2x speed button? You'll probably have to rewind and then speed it up. Okay, now let's figure out what to pick next. I'm not sure if I like having the equalizer changed. I just play around with it, going to a really low value, it sounds like that, but as I gradually increase the low spectrum of it, obviously it changes it. Let me know what sounds better. This is now with no effect. If I change the mid portion down, this is getting lower and lower. I'm not the best at this, sorry. If I try going back up, my guess is I probably want to keep the mid-range normal, bump down the low a bit, maybe bump down the high portion just a little bit more. Now what should I run with next? Oh yay, we won, so we're not stuck with Arty again. How'd we stack up? High caliber. Nice. Yeah. Let's bring in this guy and try for a tier 8. Hearing that audio feedback, I'm probably going to push the high back up. Maybe bring the mid down a little bit. Bring the low up. So let's just try running with that. And while we're waiting, let's try toggling the compressor back on, which I did just a second ago. Is this better? Turn it back off. I'm not sure what that changes. If I turn the upward compressor back on, I'm not entirely sure what'll happen. Back off. What other options do I have? Compressor, expander, gain, invert polarity. Not the best map for this vehicle. Let's try playing with an expander now. And I'll figure out how it sounds as I run along with it. Where do we go on Alpha Loop?
Our blessed lady of acceleration, don't fail me now.
Okay, we've got several people going that way, not enough going up top, so yeah, if we want to make sure we win this, then we're probably going up top. We have good alpha, but not the best penetration, so let's just reload the premium round and send it. I don't want to try and aim with a light tank across the map. That guy has more armor. We'll let him do his thing for a support role. We're not sure who's coming up around over here, but don't have any indication yet. Oh, here's someone. Not enough alpha to try and get. Sorry, not enough depression. someone's probably going to try and peek up around here. We'll find out soon enough. It's like the S1 ran, so we're probably safe to push up. We don't have the compression. This is definitely a risky move. Okay, let's see if we can hit the Scorpion at least. It probably hasn't moved. Yep. Look at him go. Drive down and get him from the rear, but we're in a lightly armed. Yep. Now might be a safer time to do it, but it's still a gamble. Let's stick back just a little more. Yep. The XM57 just got hit, so we'll try and figure out who hit him. Probably is going to be someone right up there. It's going to be a tough shot. Nope. Not that one. I fired too late on that one. Like I didn't hit the Scorpion earlier. Oh well. If the S-Pack pushes forward more, we probably can hit him. Oh, okay. That is an issue with vehicles like this. It's just generally not the easiest to work with. And we got spotted, so that means the ELC is somewhere down here. Because we know the Ares is up there. Probably just going to want to run along the bottom until they find us, or we proxy spot them. Looks like the DLC is actually up there. Again, we're a very immobile platform, so we're probably not going to get this, but worth a shot at least. Better than trying to rush to the cab. Audio's a bit too low relative to everything else. that better? Oh, I can push the gain way higher. Alright, that might be an improvement. I added 10 decibels to the gain. And we won again. Despite not firing a shot and just driving around. Maybe we probably should have stuck back. Oh, cool. Thank you. So how does it sound with the expander enabled? Okay, that might actually be a little bit too much. Let's try pushing it back down to like 7.5. I'll keep the upward compressor off. I probably should just add the gain to a separate function. Gain, we'll make that well, while I sort out the audio, don't hesitate to recommend vehicles if you want me to play something funny or interesting. I'm kind of liking where the equalizer sits now, although it's hard to say. I've got the expander enabled. I've got it disabled here. Kind of hard to say whether it's better or worse. How about for the next one, we'll bring the toaster out. This one's one of my favorites at tier 5. It's a very strong gun on a hideous platform. Lets you do a lot of weird stuff. Okay, classic move on this map for tank destroyers is to go to like G free, H free. That gain is definitely a little too low now that I'm hearing it in the playback. Okay, oh, that is a bot. I was about to ask if it's a bot, and then you see the little colon symbols on the name. So, yep, is a bot. And they're just waiting for people to get spotted now. Usually you're able to just fire right there and you'll hit somebody. I wonder why it's not letting us do that this time. Okay, Churchill bot. We're going to want to be ready to hit them because it's a bot. I wouldn't be surprised if it just drives over the firing range. And we have to be ready for that bot to... To some extent, yeah, the I have to play arty is bad joke is just what I'm running with here, but I'm going to stick to the British arties if that does happen, just because they're way more fun.
Enemy armor is hit.
Who's actually a real player in this? The LI Experimental, the VK Verdi, and the Lafifi. Everyone else is a bot. So we actually have to play with some very interesting choices because there's a heavy, a medium heavy thing, and an arty on their team. And we've got a Chinu, me, and an ELC Biss. Only 3 real players in this match. No gun depression. Ugh. You got to be kidding me. Their OI's just sitting at... Yeah, okay. Oh. He found us. That's not good. That Lafifi is going to be a huge problem for us because we're an open top. They probably can one-shot us. Can we attempt to hit him? Nope, he backed out. Oh, cool, we can hit him now. So, let's just start pounding shots into him. Oh, and he moved. Oh, that went over. There we go. And yeah, he's probably backing out now. Or not. So we know the Wolverine is about there. Oh, he moved forward. Nice. Okay, let's let him drive back. Fire. He's gone. That's a player out of the picture. Oh, these guys will be a little challenge. Nice. Oh, that bot is AFK. Is it AFK? Okay, that real player is still there, so we'll need to worry about him a lot more. Oh, okay. He just went down there. We have incredibly high alpha, so we'll just take advantage of that. Okay, he's not looking at us now. Aww. Nice. Not bad. Works for me. This is where sometimes roll the tanks will give you a notification. You win 4 in a row. Nice work. Because it's so rare, and apparently saying you're going to play arty is a good way to get it. Let's see. So we ran a match with all of those things enabled. Let's try turning the expander and the equalizer off and just run it one more time. What next? You know, it's been a while since I've taken this thing out. Might as well give it a shot. Okay, ammo incomplete. Oh, it's just the alternate configuration. Okay, just hearing it in the live playback, I kind of like having the expander on. What does the ratio for the expander do? I probably should have been Googling these things a little bit more before starting this stream, but oh well. There's a really high ratio I can enable on the expander that goes to 9. Apparently I can set it even higher to 17.5 versus 1. Or just lower it back down. I'll see how it works eventually. I'll run the match with it as like a middle option. Back in my day, this used to be top tier. Okay, same setup as a couple matches ago. We could go back up here like before, or... Wait, I shouldn't be painting this. Whoops. Or we go like H3, J4. Let's at least start out over here.
Now that my sister is gone, focus on this. I need to support the effort wherever I can, even if it means commanding myself.
Yeah, it looks like it was actually a good idea to go down because most of our team is going up top, which is a good sign. I'd be a bit redundant. No gun depression. Well, that didn't hit. Well, that worked. We just eliminated an enemy from the team. Oh, and the FD4005 on their team just did the same. Oh, what's he doing up here? Oh, cool. Someone we can probably shoot at.
Focus on target.
Nope.
Unlocking target.
Yeah, I hear someone shooting at us. Well, guess we gotta be paying attention to that side of the map now. Or back out and not even have it be an issue from there. Okay, the Optic 268 has that area covered, so we don't have to worry about trying to... Ooh, juicy. Ah, the shot just went way off. But we did get assistance for tracking him, so that works. Looks like the top side has won their flank. Okay, can we hit the 432U? Let's back out before someone shoots us. That was not well aligned. Yay.
That was harder to beat.
So we know that he is the only person in this area. The PTC-78 cannot spot me.
Moving to support your position.
Ah. What are those two doing back there? Okay, so he's kind of going out of our safe zone. Let's try and help the can opener. Oh.
Next.
Yay.
Thanks.
That didn't go too terribly. Is the audio holding up well at least? How'd we do? Middle of the pack in experience. Upper third in damage. Not bad. What to pick next? I've got actually quite a lot of vehicles I haven't played in a while. Oh, that might have been my chair. Alright, so... I'm going to try a higher ratio on the expander. Like, let's just try a very high one and see what happens. Although if you think it's just really bad, let me know. I know, I probably need to change this guy out at some point. Yeah, I'll play for that. Had this vehicle for a while now, and obviously I've learned that vents are not always the best thing to bring. Uninteresting map choice. I don't really know how to play this one still, so... Do we just bomb rush in and hope it works? My guess is not. Well, we do have 2 ELCs. They reworked this map pretty recently, and it's certainly a bit different now that we no longer have the beach or the Normandy map. Whatever. We're kind of going to want to just try to push up as far as we can and not get spotted at the same time. That M41 is pretty close, so we're gonna have to watch out for him pushing up to this bush, because he'll perma-spot us at that rate. We spotted a few vehicles, but didn't get the damage from it. Now we did. We're surprisingly useless in this spot, because we can't spot over that way, and the range of areas we can spot in that direction are a bit short. We should move over here. As long as we don't get spotted by their vehicles, we should be okay. Okay, we lit him. Well, let's let him run away. Although he's probably coming back. Okay, found someone. That's a lot of damage. We might have to play more aggressively now, because that other ELC is doing the same. And they're firing at that bush a lot. Oh, we did find the other ELC. Alright. We wanted to play very aggressive. We could try and push up to that rock, but very likely that could go poorly. Alright. Okay, he's dipped. Let's see if we can push up. Nope. He's trying to do a drive-by spot. Someone might be in that bush, considering that they just tried to fire at us from that way and missed barely. Alright, good to see our P-44 is pushing up. But he might be able to clear out the ELC. You know, we know the position of all -1 players, so we can just go right over here and just light up a bunch of people. In theory. Looks like the other AMX 1390 fought the same thing. And we found the last guy. We now have ideas of where everyone was last spotted at. And he sure knew where to look for us. Is he gonna try and murder the ELC even? Hey, he's on fire. Ah. Yay. Well, that solves a lot of our problems, so now I can play very aggressively over here because they only have one conventional light. I've got more alpha. Yeah, let's just start firing at him.
Penetration. No penetration so far. Got penetration.
Yeah, let's at least rack up damage now that we don't have much spotting damage we can get. Oh, and the M41 moved over there, so... It's a surround and pound on one guy. Probably not getting any damage off him.
Hit on target.
So close. Oh, we still won. Not bad. Decent damage. Our lights were kind of grouped together, so that works. He must have got a lot of spotting considering where he ranks on their team. Oh, I closed the window for the audio settings. My filters. I don't like how that expander is sounding now. Let's turn it back down just a little bit. Let's maybe re-enable the free band equalizer just to see how it works. What to play next? If anyone has ideas, throw them at me. I'm probably going to leave the expander where it's at here. Let's take this guy out for a spin again. Oh, this is a very small map. And they have a lot more KV2s than we do. Ugh, this'll be a challenge. Maybe this is the match where we actually get forced to play arty afterwards. Going to the city is an obvious choice.
Let's get this show on the road.
It's been ages since I've seen a KV-85, if at all. It's not something you really see around the matchmaker much. Yep, they are all real players, as the guy in chat is complaining about. Why did I spot the Jackson? And why is the Jackson going there? Okay, we can't back up much. And these Jacksons have good front armor, so we really can't just shoot their front. Hey, that works.
One of our tracks is damaged. Track hit.
Oh, one KV2 out of the picture. Let's reload and then try to get this Jackson eliminated. That was way over. Kind of what you have to expect with the KV2. Oh well. It might not hurt to try and help the VK deal with him. So we know where all but one player is and the two arties, so we'll just have to keep that in mind. They are probably not expecting me to poke out around here. Aww. Well, I did distract him from the Jagdpanzer, so that works. Okay, he's fired. That gives us plenty of time to advance and try to fire at him again. We get 20 seconds. Oh, he's backed in. Cool, he's not even looking at us. Ah. Well, he did fire, so let's just try to get up there. Looks like he's trying to run from me. Because he knows what I got on him.
Ready to fire. Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Okay. Oop. Don't have to watch for Arty. We know the Dicker Max is over there. We know another Arty is right there. Was.
Knocked out.
An Arty with a keyboard. Impressive. And another Arty with a keyboard. Am I really the spotter tank right now?
Ready to fire.
Ah. Well, let's get the spotting damage at least.
Permission to engage. Target unlocked. Target acquired.
Face of being really scared.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Works for me. I'm gonna try lowering the equalizer back down a little more. If it isn't obvious already, I really do like my Russian derp guns. And to some extent the British ones as well. Hey, all tier 10s this time. So there's two good options we can go on this map. We can either go C8 and just hope there's more people over there, or we could try and snipe down the 5 line and see if someone running up the hill is a prime target. The 8 line is probably safer, so let's go there.
Our allies are even half as good as when fighting my sister. We're going to win by a landslide.
We got AP shells and HE shells. It's kind of an interesting choice for whether you use one or the other. What is the EBR doing there? Oh, we got spotted. Back up for that reason. It's very likely there's someone in those bushes right there. We just have to keep that in mind. Looks like we can't hit the EBR yet. Ah, that didn't even get aligned decently. Cool, the Manticore took care of that guy, so there's less of an issue in terms of getting spotted. The question is if the Centurion is still in that area. The EBR is sure not, so I guess we just wait for the Manticore to go and spot him. And we can move up. Maybe not.
There's a hole in the fuel tank.
That was probably a blind fire. Alright. Weird things are happening in the middle of the map. So let's go back and... Oh.
Fall back.
Going to tell the Manticore to fall back because I need to fall back. So we need to be ready to defend the base from whatever monstrosities are about to try and wreck it. Okay, realistically, we should be angling our hull this way. So that we're not exposing our front to easy shots. Goodbye.
Done for.
It's probably a wasted shot, but it works. Yeah, that would have been a better target to try and hit. We're reloaded. There we go. Now we got some nice damage. Those things have higher alpha than I thought they would. Is he rolling up here to try and fire at us? He was.
We hit them!
We're probably in the clear to move up. So that's where the Centurion went. I can tank a few more shots from that T-100. Although it looks like might not need to.
Strategy will always
Goodbye. Okay, the Ares has the potential to run this way. It now definitely looks like he's running this way. Really? And these buggers have a lot of DPM, so we're just going to want to do our team a favor and try and there we go. I was going to shove him out and at least make sure he couldn't run away. And there we go. Not the best performance, but again, we won. Hmm, 5 bonds. I'll take it. Just barely made it into the threshold for battle pass points, so... Or is the battle pass running right now? It doesn't look like it. So how's the audio quality doing now compared to earlier? Well, clearly more audible. I'll give it that. Yeah, some of those older audio points are going to be a bit vague. It's because they were out of date and low audio. Turns out my video was actually a bit further behind than it needed to be, though. So now when I'm actually playing with the equalizer, I can hear the effects a little quicker. I think one of the biggest pains I've tried to deal with is like if I have the low spectrum turned down or just left as it is. I'm thinking honestly now that I might want to keep it low. It's hard to say. Oh, I'm glad I caught that I muted my mic. Heavy areas where we want to go.
Time to roll out.
Why is the heavy not going the heavy area? Why are multiple heavies not going that way? Alright. We're definitely going to want to play cautiously. The Juno could be an issue. The Tiger we can handle. Nope. Someone already spotted us. There are a couple spots we can go. Oh, that's who spotted us. Alright. So let's be ready to fire if they've made it down here. Oh, good. One of their heavies also went that way, so we don't have to worry about them. Bait a shot, maybe. Oh, there's a KV-2 up there. That was a more favorable exchange for him. I do not have the ability to really fire at that, so... Oh, that's not good. Alright, who do I go after? He's running. Okay, we're going to have to play very careful now, because as soon as we fire, he's probably going to try and shoot at us next. Okay. Oh no, and there's the tiger now. Oh!
Ready to fire.
So we want to shoot at his engine bay.
Target unlocked.
That did not work.
Fuel hit. We've lost half our gas. Enemy armor is working.
Alright.
Everyone get out.
At least we got 1,700 damage out of that, so their tiger can't do much now. Overall, we seem to be in a better spot. Let's let this one play out. I do still wonder about that upward compressor at least, because if we enable it, does it sound better? Is it better? Is it worse? Oh, when that ratio's up, it gets really quiet, so maybe not. I can adjust the gain to compensate. Oh, I see what's going on there. You have to change the gain in the... Oh, that's rough. Okay, did that save it? Let's see about that now. No, that did not help. Let's just turn off the upward compressor for now. Although it does sound like there's still some gain that could be made out of it. Well, we won again. Did we really go every single match of this stream and win? Team score, second in damage, third in experience. Not bad. Yeah, every single one was a victory. So I slightly turned down the upward compressor. But when I turn it off, it sounds like this. I'll probably just keep that off, because it just sounds a little better with it off. Oh, looks like the doggy has a package again. Would be nice if this just happened automatically, but oh well. And just for comparison, what happens when all of these are turned off? Obviously, I need to keep the gain enabled by the looks of it. The expander seems to kind of help. Just a little bit. I'm not entirely sure what ratio is meant for this. It seems like the middle ones, such as around here, tend to work better, but if you go too high, it just gets all crunched. I'll probably stick this one to like around a 5-to-1. The free band equalizer, I have that off right now. If I turn it back on, obviously taking the low one actually sounds worse. If I leave it at stock, it's alright. If I reduce the midtones, my voice sounds a bit muffled, so let's maybe not do that. I can probably stick it to -2 decibels for just the slight muffling. The high frequency, if I reduce that slightly... No, it doesn't really seem to help. If I make it bigger, though, what does that do? Sounds like it kind of makes it even crunchier, which I'm not sure I like. Let's bring that back down. Probably closer to regular values. Well, I don't think too much changed, but I'll probably stick to these values for now. I might do another one of these streams later on. It's a bit of a wacky setup though, so I'll probably just have to experiment more with extra software options and go from there. Looks like we've had a few people join for the whole duration of the stream, so thanks to everyone who joined. And hope to see you guys soon. Have a good one. Might not hurt to also test all of these right now, because I probably will need these later.
That's odd.